Hello, my subscriber. That's right, you, my subscriber. It's me, Maureen Sky, coming at you from my Bottlewell area, one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. And it's time for a video. And it's been a beautiful day here in New England. I'm not kidding you. And the leaves are turning beautifully. And yeah, just a typical early fall day. And lots of little exciting events for us are happening. Time to do a video. And what I'm going to do, hopefully, is uh, like I promised in a couple of my other videos, to read some of the poems that I've written. I'm going to do that. And one of them is about the backyard swing. So when I get ready to do that, I might even go down and sit on our new swing and read that one to you. It might be more fitting, right? I have incense burning. Some nice, it's called Bikini Bottoms. Smells great. I've just bought some new stuff. I love my incense. I really do. And out here, it's perfect, especially to keep a little mosquitoes and that away, too. Nice little container from my daughter I got at Christmas time, and it is filled with some really delicious mint tea that I made. Peppermint and mint medley tea bags combined. My gums are still a bit sore from that bone spur I had pulled a week or so ago. And stupid me, I've been eating and chomping on nuts, which, it's probably the gum isn't completely healed. It was only June when I had it pulled, early, mid-June, when I had the tooth pulled. So I'm probably trying to rush things along, but I just love the taste of these honey roasted peanuts. So I was eating them, but it's too much munching and crunching. Anyway, I know. Who needs to hear all that, right? I'm supposed to be catching you on my 15 to 30 second hook. Did I do that? I don't know. I hope I did. Anyway, yes, so with the tree that fell and all the damage it did, it fell right on our wooden lawn swing that's down in the backyard. And we really love our swing. We miss that. We sit together, with a wooden one, kind of a somewhat Adirondack style, but wooden. Anyway, the tree took that, so for a couple weeks we didn't have one, and my son and daughter-in-law came by and visited, and we were mentioning how much we love our swing and we missed it. They ordered us a new swing early Christmas. It couldn't have been. It's the best Christmas gift. I'm telling you, we are thrilled, and so we've been sitting on it daily and just loving it. And it came with a nice dark brown stain on it. Beautiful. So I will take you down there and we'll read that poem in just a little bit, okay? But in the meantime, another current event for us is that the last 2.5 days, we couldn't access our cable TV. And if you're a senior citizen like us, we pretty much rely on our TV to entertain us. And it's going all day long while we're awake and everything. So, and I stay up late, so the TV's on quite a bit. And not having it, you really miss it. And so we were thinking, there must have been a storm and wires down, or a car accident, wires down, something that would have caused the message, because the TV just went out. And the message that said across our screen just said, "1 moment, please. TV service will be back on shortly." Well, we waited 2.5 days, and I finally thought, you know what, I'm gonna call them, Comcast Xfinity in our area, because I said, this is bizarre. I'm gonna find out if other people too are down. So we tried to do that, but we don't really know our neighbors as well as we used to. So I didn't really go that route. I just went the route of, okay, looking up the number and calling. I did put a little notice on Facebook for any relatives in my area here in Berniston. I do have nieces. Uh, Anybody else out, this and that, but nobody responded. So then I called the company only to be on there for the next like 40 minutes. But the girl was very nice this time. And because of the inconvenience, let's say, to us, she uh, clicked on some buttons there and got it all set up that we are getting $15 off our monthly bill for the next year. I love that. I thought that was so nice of her. And then she said, just hang tight with me. I won't leave you, but stay with me because I'm getting you a technician to be here in a couple days, and he will bring the boxes. It's your boxes. They're both bad. I'm not getting a signal on either the one downstairs or the one up in the bedroom. Now, the one in the bedroom, I have to tell you, I haven't watched TV on that for 6 to 8 months, and I've been meaning to call them about that anyway, because that's money spent that, we're not, I rarely would use that TV, but we would use it on occasion. So that box was out, and I was getting even a weirder message on that one. And that's been out, like I said, for months. So anyway, a guy did come today, and very nice kid, and he helped us, even though that's not totally their job. He did help us and worked with us, or showed us what to do, and we got the TVs all going. And the boxes are all hooked up, and Eddie and I are loving it because we went to BJ's and bought a brand new TV. We figured as long as we're getting new boxes, now's the time, because the TV was, crapping the bed too on us, and we were looking at a very faded screen for months now and very yellow hue to it. So that's all gone. We got nice big crisp vision and high definition, and the sound is much better. Everything about it is just, and for just under $350 for a new TV, Eddie couldn't believe it, because this TV that we're taking out has served us well. We loved it. And we got that, I believe, in 2010, and we got it at Manny's. Well, we went to Manny's in Greenfield because he wanted to go there first, and I knew we'd end up at BJ, because sure enough, they don't sell TVs anymore. And I remember when we got that TV and the stand and everything at Manny's that many years ago, I swear it was a couple of grand for everything back then, for a 44-inch by 29. Now, God, you can get a TV for 235, 40 bucks or something like that. This was $279, I think. And it served us well. We don't need one any bigger than that. And so, and it fits right, in between the window and the desk that we need it to fit there. So we're happy. It fits right on the glass cabinet that we had, and it all looks nice, and we're just so happy to have our TV back. So we're feeling really blessed today. Thank God for the little things in life, right, guys? So anyway, yeah, let me, being the storyteller that I am, let's read some of my poems, right, that I wrote. I try to write with humor too, so most of these have a little humor with them. But let's do some of that. Here's the backyard swing, but like I said, I'll finish the video with that one. All right, let's see. Backyard. Oh, human abduction. I love it. Okay. Oh, this one's kind of fitting for Halloween. Different one. It's called Bittersweet Halloween, and I have this on Fan Story. the site that you can go. If you like to write, that's a nice little site, by the way, to go on. And there's a little bit of a fee, but not much. And you earn points. You can win contests and you can win a little cash back and stuff. If you're never heard of it, or you, like I said, you like to write or you like to read other people's work, it's a good little site for writers and creative people in that regard. Yeah, and it's fun. They have different contests where the guidelines vary. Some are real involved as to the directions, what they want you to do, and some are rather simple. So it's up to you whether you want to enter that contest or not. And then you have a time frame and like I said, specific guidelines. But and you win points. You can win cash. It's fun. Yeah. So it's called Fan Story. The site. Okay, Bittersweet Halloween. Sounds of little feet hit the streets as they walk their familiar beat. Mindful of thoughts of all the candy and sweet treats they will have been given to eat. Black cats, witches, Spider-Men, fairies, hobos, football players, and oh, so much more. Oh, how we can't help but adore. Peanut butter cups, Tootsie Rolls, lollipops, bit of honey, and popcorn balls a must. If allowed, they will eat and eat their sweet treats until their tummies are ready to bust, their tiny teeth desperately needing a brush. Little tired bodies tread upon the sweetened path, parents and grandparents not far behind. The orange, yellow, and cranberry-colored landscape, along with cookie-cutter homes, all adorned with autumn's theme. Munchkin bodies bobble up the sidewalk, faces covered in plastic masks, making it impossible to breathe and not able to see their feet. All they really want to do is sit and eat their sweet treats. Crisp apples, carved pumpkins, rustling leaves left behind, reminding us all, young and old, of Halloween tales of our youth. Young teenagers gather to cook up some twisted scheme to be revealed later that evening. Halloween pumpkins and treat bags filled to the brim. Grandma, lagging behind, has the hiccups again. Oh, look, there goes Dorothy with her ruby red shoes, and that Toto is in the nearby bush. And is that Toto in the nearby bush? Young voices shouting, trick or treat, as each homeowner opens their doors to greet the next generation of doctors, lawyers, sports Olympiads, chefs, models, teachers, and who knows what. For now, little witches, ghosts and goblins, fairies, and even triplets dressed as three blind mice will need to suffice as they roll the dice of life, returning home at the end of a colorful and bittersweet night. Yeah, I wrote that. Kind of cool. And let's see, did I get... Lots of times I'll get 5-star reviews. I don't see anything on that. Okay, let's see. I have a story I started that I should finish. These are all Backyard Swing. I have enough copies of it. Well, I guess I didn't want to lose it. All right. Wow. Okay. these are things I want to paint. All right, let's see what's on this side of the book because I brought this out specifically. All right, this one is one of the poems for a contest on Fan Story, and the idea was you had to write a poem about your house, and I don't think there was any restrictions as far as how many lines or words used, and it could be humorous or whatever. Oh, here it goes. Writing prompt. Write a poem about your house, apartment, any style or length. Describe your house, apartment, dwelling to us. No pictures, just words. Let us envision where you live through your words. And I think I did that. So let me read this to you and see if you envision the type of home I live in. 147 South Street by Maureen Sky. A sign reads 1857 over the wide front door. Another dry white paint chip falls faintly to the rough ground floor. Historical Society rules indicate it will never get painted anything other than white. On those rare occasions when electricity goes out, you really need a flashlight to guide you through the night. You really do. 9 rooms showcasing antiques and some with their original wide hardwood floors. Set in a small New England town, nearby tracks, and a train passes by with people on board. Set in a small, oh, I got that. Little country mice scamper in the cellar at night, taking their unforeseen last bite of the snack set in the trap. The senior owners can be found in the living room daily around 4 p.m. taking their usual naps. Susie Squeak is alive and well and evident in the door hinge. A large wooden bowl filled with fresh fruit sits atop the dark blue granite countertop, ready for that midnight binge. Kitchen cabinets boasting tall white doors, housing vintage dishes. Leaving much to be desired for the owner's renovating ideas and wishes. Old toilets that flush and continue to run, playing with the flush handle one too many times truly is no fun. To live here fully, one must know humor and allow themselves to laugh, as over the years we have witnessed the sights of mice, small lizards, flying squirrels, and bats. If walls could talk, this whole house has many unique stories to tell. Some good, some bad, and some encouraging you to want to sit a spell. Old bay window in the dining room with shelves that hold healthy, vibrant plants. Cold drafts from the cracked window panes sometimes leave you feeling cold and damp. With a vintage commode, brass bed, oak buffet, and one roll-top desk, overall it's a great home to live in and a cozy place to rest your head. Showcasing chenille bedspreads, vintage lace, and antique artwork for the eyes to adore, we feel blessed and truly hope we get to live here forevermore. Did you get the idea of an antique home? A vintage home? All right, that's that one. And let's see. Yeah. Okay, this one I wrote, again, it was a contest or something on Fan Story. Let's see what the writing prompt. Spiritual Inner Visions was the contest entry. Oh, I guess. And I called it Colored Whisper by Maureen Sky. Colored Whisper. Okay. And this had to do with right after my mom had passed. Yeah. And she passed away December 7th of 1993. Yeah. Hi, Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out here. I'm right here. I'm on a video, though. Okay?
You're on a what?
I'm doing a video.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Okay, I don't know about you.
Is anything wrong?
No,
Okay.
I lost you.
Oh, okay. Look, you had a look on your face like something was wrong. I'm like, God, don't tell me something's wrong with our brand new TV.
I just shut it off.
Oh, you did? Why?
Well, give it a break.
Well, all right. I mean, we generally have it on. I want to be able to get it back on for the news.
Well, you,
Anyway, that's all right, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, the news will be on in the half.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be there. All right. He misses me when I'm not right with him. I notice that lately more and more. He wants me with him. Yeah. Okay. Sitting in my bathtub and crying my heart out. The warm water thrashing against my hips due to the intensity of my cries of grief. Talking to myself and asking God, will she be okay? Lord, I just need to know if there is that so-called better place that one goes to when they die. My mother had just passed hours earlier, and for many years on her coffee table, one would find stacks of books on topics about life after death. This is true. Her Sunday meals were always special, and on many occasions after the meal, we would find ourselves in deep discussion regarding what happens when we die. With few tears left to shed, my eyes closed tight, I find myself seeing a beautiful landscape, something so beautiful, it takes your breath away. A field of wide flowers and colors you have yet to witness with your naked eye. Colors similar to coral and sapphire blue. But somehow they have been kicked up a notch or two on the color wheel. So beautiful, I did not want to leave. Suddenly, eyes still closed, a voice came whispering into my right ear. It's beautiful here now, Rini. My nickname that only family and close friends are familiar with. Can you see? The voice came in a soft whisper and left out the left ear just as quickly as it entered on the right. The voice was that of my mom. Then I knew there was my answer. Everything is going to be all right. She's okay. There was my answer. And at that very moment, I was content and tranquil. No more crying and trembling. No more worries of questions of the unknown. I know she is in a happier place and she was ready to go there. True. This is a truth. This really happened to me. Yeah. Here's a cute little story. I love this. But it's a story. So let me see what. Let's read Wednesday, half price day, because I'm a big thrifter. All right, I got a few here we can read. Wednesday, half price day at the thrift stores, right? It's Wednesday, half price day. Eyes wide awake. Make no mistake, I am on a mission today. My body shuffles under my bed sheets. Time to wake up and head to the bathroom to quickly wash and brush my teeth. No time to waste. Oh, where is that toothpaste? Half price day at the local thrift store is every crafter's dream. Hurry up, pour my coffee heavy on the cream. While buttering my toast, I can't wait to soon boast about all the great deals I will soon reap. Some call me cheap. I recycle, repurpose, call it what you want, but cheap I am not. Me and my slick blue caddy just pulled into the parking lot. I entered through the glass front door. My large body and senior feet hit the floor. Clothes, crafts, teddy bears, used booths, dishes, and glass bottles. Too bad my squeaky cart doesn't have a gas pedal or throttle. Can't wait to use my senior citizen discount once again. Now at the back of the store where they have aisles of blankets and linen. Oh, this wool sweater I found will make a great pair of mittens. Soon my crafting tools will be humming and spinning. Artisans, handcrafters, bloggers, sewers, knitters, and recyclers, beware. Because soon my deals will be new and repurposed items to share on Etsy, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Look for them there. All right, this one, I guess this was a contest because it's something very different. And it's just called crunch. I think we had to write a poem with that word in it, crunch. Cereal with milk goes crunch. Crunchy oatmeal cookie softens nicely when dipped in my coffee. Cracks in the ice on today's morning walk to the mailbox. Clutching my mail in my cold hands as I close the mailbox door. Caution on today's news telling us to be aware of high winds in our area. Cold, wintry air coming through the cracks of this old house. Comfy and cozy now back in my big chair with my favorite Afghan on top of me. This had to be something to do with the sound, maybe, of crunch. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I wrote on that one. Oh, I've read this before, but I'll read it again, and it's really kind of funny. Well, actually, I'll read that one after. Okay, this is, you know, when I talked about, in a couple other videos prior about, I see life in kind of 3 stages. Well, I believe this is the poem. It's called Mindful Status of Living. Mindful Status of Living. So I'll read that one. Knitting while sitting. Mindful status of living. Feeling blessed today, I did not bother getting dressed. Retired years now, my day unfolds however I wish. Lazy at times, I may not even wash this dirty dish. Creative one, my work is never done. Scratched a lottery ticket, $15 is all I won. Tomorrow maybe I will bust open my watercolors and paint. Diabetic, don't want to feel faint. Can't forget to take my meds, especially the 2 I take before bed. Wintertime is here, just finished with holiday cheer. Need to balance the checkbook as I navigate into the new year. Watching hoarders and eating fig Newtons. Now on number 3, this isn't the poem, it's a different one. Now on number 3, realizing life is pretty good for me, not like those mixed up people on TV. Life I see, oh it is it. Life I see has stages of 1, 2, and 3. Stage 1, we spend feeling jealous of those who have more stuff. Stage 2, we work hard to obtain a house with good furniture and cars that don't rust. But on to stage 3, with arthritis in my hips and knees, I just want to flee and free myself of all these accumulated and unnecessary things. Simplify, they say. Go tiny all the way. Sitting while staring at my many antiques that were enjoyed over the years truly had their day. Shelves filled with wall pottery and vintage porcelain. Even an old silver tray looking as tired as I am. My hair now silver and gray. I even tried dyeing it the other day. I was hoping for lovely strands of silvery gray, but wound up with looks more blue than gray. Reminded me of Smurfette in her heyday. That's true. Vanity has no place in old age. Future holds a day where I will just walk away, knowing then that this chapter is done. Just like a good book we read, our minds take from it what we need. Time then to plant a new seed, do a good deed, and possibly give this stuff to those in need. I will be smiling indeed. That's that one. This one was Wall of Mirrors, and I believe we had to write about using a mirror. We had to write about a mirror on Fan Story. This was a contest too. So this is the poem I wrote. Wall of mirrors, awaiting a face. Mirror, perhaps today you hold my fate. Today I chose you, the bakelite mirror with the beveled edge. This old face looks tired, almost dead. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I don't intend to be the belle of the ball. Just want to look more alive, that's all. Mirror, allow me to hold onto your long handle a bit longer. With a dark green eyeshadow, I ponder. Will the color suit me as I dance and wander? Mirror, I have no intentions of stealing the show, but I do need you to know I truly am a lipstick gal all the way. This red wine color needs to last the day. Mirror, I put my trust in you. Please don't leave me sad and blue. Mirror, his name is Ed. I have dreams of the two of us one day sharing the same bed. This was way back. So Mirror, you and I have work to do. That is the reason I chose you. You are vintage and endured the years of time. Mirror, please work your magic on me so I can make Ed mine. That's funny. Oh, here's a good one. I was a high school secretary, like I talk about in other videos, so go look for them. But I wrote this poem about a high school secretary, and I'll read it to you. I stand at the long counter, separating you from me. You, the student, me, the secretary. Pen in hand, I ask your name. Or perhaps by now I may know it by heart. I grab the small pink tardy pass, and with my pen and overworked hands, I write your name, date and time of arrival, just as I did the day before and the day before that. Today's time is just short of a few seconds from the time noted the day prior. I am witness to your tired eyes, your morning breath, disheveled clothes, and your young mind. Freshman, you say, what is this attitude you are wearing today? Sophomores and juniors arrive with a bit more patience and friendlier demeanor. My mind ponders over whether there is much more going on here than just a late arrival once again. The mother in me just wants to grab them and give them a hug along with a bit of wisdom and advice. Maybe the student did not even sleep at their own home last night. I take extra time writing out the tardy pass to offer a smile and a friendly gesture. No one really knows their suffering and daily pressure. Senior year, graduation near, and the student no longer needs a tardy pass to class. A bit taller and a bit more crass. The student stops by for a hug and a laugh, giving thanks for all the days past. For fun, I give them a small picture frame of their last tardy pass, now under glass. I smile and pat myself on the back, me, the school secretary, who just maybe had a little bit to do with the fact that this senior, who is about to graduate, is a respectful, tactful, and well-rounded individual ready for the world ahead. Walk tall, graduate. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, this one I wrote about the grocery, and one of my pet peeves too was being in a grocery store and waiting in line for the person in front of you or the person behind you breathing down your neck and stuff. But this anyway was about aisle 64, and again it was another fan story contest, so this is what I wrote. It's called Aisle 64. Checkout aisles in most local stores today leave much to be desired. First off, if I were the big boss, I would tell most of the cashiers working there, gather your belongings because you're fired. Standing and waiting my turn to witness my groceries getting scanned through the scanner's eye, in my opinion, the cashier aisle was not designed with ease. I happen to pay close attention to what I buy. I can't help but wonder who trained and hired these inattentive, naive clerks who show little regard while handing our high-priced items. If you've are working or work in a store, this is just a poem I wrote for humor, so ignore the comments. They're not related to you in particular, and I know you all work hard, and I know that it can be stressful and that you have to deal with all kinds of weird people and this and that, so I get it. So just hear me when I read the rest of the poem. It's just for the contest, and it was just for humor. Okay. I happen to pay close attention to what I buy. I can't help but wonder who trained and hired these inattentive, naive clerks who show little regard while handling our high-priced items. Their one and only goal is getting that foolish barcode lined up just right in the scan window. Bleep, 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 and bleep. Good grief, they must hear that sound in their sleep. Boy, that piece of fish they just scanned was not cheap. Paper or plastic, they question while trying to figure out what is the identity of a wobbly wax yellow turnip. Quickly turning and searching for a sticker label to rid them yet of another embarrassing moment, I lean over and I whisper to them softly, "It's a turnip." My mind ponders even deeper in thought as to question who on earth designed this checkout aisle. There is little space for the carriage, payment station, and oh, wait for it, the consumer, never really understanding whether my place is in front of the car or in back of it. My pocketbook does not fit on the intended small shelf, having difficulty finding my wallet, but I'm finding everything else. Hands fishing down deep. Come on, which side did I put it in? Focus now and think. Find a broken pen, fingers now black with ink. Found a broken. God forbid should I have any coupons for them to scan. We all know that is never the cashier's plan. To have to scan your wrinkled coupons today, the cashiers are usually young teens or college kids who just want to end their day, get off work, grab a friend, and go play. Oh well, I was a teen once myself and did all that fun stuff in my heyday. Groceries now fully scanned, and my coupons too. The cashier states aloud the amount due. They read to me my acquired gas points as if I should be proud. 152.73. Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? I just stopped for a few things. I must be hungry because I have impulse shopped. I did buy a lot of vegetables that will all need to be chopped. Wallet now in hand, I reach for my debit card. Staying within a budget these days surely is hard. Customers lined up behind me, pushing their way into the aisle. Scornful faces conveying there is no way they intend to linger there a while. Debit card in hand, and I need to now enter my PIN. Good grief, what is that dreadful number again? Today I just can't seem to win. Oh, okay, I now get told to put the card in the other way. As it just needs to read the chip. No need for the PIN today. Strong body language from the customer behind me, now biting their lip. I left my glasses at home, and now it's difficult to read the screen I am supposed to sign, feeling soon I could easily lose my mind. I have had enough of this shopping aisle ordeal. I just want to go home with my food and begin preparing a meal. Now Susie Squeak decides to come alive in my carriage wheel. Receipts shoved down deep into my pocketbook. Customers behind me is now very angry and giving me dirty looks. Evidently in their mind, I've exhausted my intended stay. Come on, old lady, just finish with your pay and get out of the way. Some of us have to get back to work today. Flipping my pocketbook now over my shoulder, I ponder whether to respond to what I just heard and move on yonder. I decide to push my basket forward to head out of the store, Susie Squeak alive once more, my carriage squeaking across the grocery store floor. With a Cheshire Cat grin on my face, the grocery store face, I turn to speak once more. Have a nice day back at your work, you all. This senior citizen's going home to cook a meal and then have some fun reading a good book or watching a movie. writing a new poem or short story. Heck, maybe I will even write to the manager of this establishment, because there's a lot of things around here that certainly could use improvement. See, I can do all that at this time in my life. I now take slower steps in stride now that I am 64. I don't need to report to work no more. I paid my dues, been there, done that. Lately, I've been thinking about joining those ladies that wear those red hats. So if I did something here today to offend you, screw you. Just saying. I can't believe I wrote that. This was Kennedy and her bank, and this is what's scattered amongst the actual book that I did with my dear friend Maricela Ombanda Moya from Costa Rica, and it's actually published and it's out there, and it's in English and Spanish, and so it's a picture book for the young toddler, and so this is the poem that is scattered amongst there. Boy, the sun's going down already. Please don't take my bank. It's called Kennedy and her bank. And when she was a baby, she had a pacifier, and we called it her bank. Okay. Please don't take my bank. It helps me to think. It is the one thing I have that I can truly call my own. I love how it feels against my little tongue. My name is Kennedy, and I have had it since day one. Mommy and Daddy know and understand how much I love my bank. It helps me to fall asleep and helps to reassure me that all is calm and that everything will be okay. I'm a good little girl and I don't fuss much. I like to know that my bank is nearby, especially when it's time to close my eyes, also when we go for rides. I am now 18 months and some say it's time to take away my bank. I say for now, let it stay. I have my fun toys on my little red wagon, that is true. Taking it away now will only make me sad and blue. And Nanny bought me some new shoes. I can walk real good now, and I can even run. Oh, my Bink and I are having so much fun. I will let you know when the time comes that we can replace Bink with a new toy or maybe a soft blanket. So let me keep Bink for now. What harm can it do? When that day comes, I may stuff it in my shoe and hand it to you. No more Bink between my teeth, just me and my cuddle toy between the sheets. Bink no more. Now please shut my bedroom door. Nighty night. And it has colorful images that go along with that, like the front of her door in her bedroom and the little red wagon and a shoe and stuff like that. It's really cute, the book. Okay, so let's go down to the swing. I'll walk down with you with my selfie stick here, and we will read the backyard swing to you, and we'll call it a video. How's that one? It's been fun coming with you. If you're new here, thank you. This can't be all of it. Hold on for another page. Well, all right. Okay. Backyard swing. Okay, got it. I'll leave this book here. It's rather heavy. Okay, guys. Isn't this cool? My daughter bought it for me on one of those apps like Temu or one of those. She got a black one, and Kennedy got like an oatmeal colored one. We love them. Yep. So let's see. The incense is still burning. It just burned out nicely. Take a sip of this. Okay, guys, let's go do that. And like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Nice to have you. Okay, let's do this. So, yeah, life's been pretty good in the neighborhood. New swing, new TV, I can't complain. New boxes, cable boxes. Yeah. Made some nice soups this past week. Made a nice, yummy crock pot of baked beans. I love baked beans if they're made right. And boy, these came out good. And I think the key to this batch coming out good was I tried something different with them. I put like half a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce in it because I didn't have any molasses. Oh my God, they were good. With some cornbread and hot dogs, we had a meal. All right, guys, look at the leaves. Gotta get the cover on the pool. That's the next thing to do. Boy, it's so different here with those sheds gone. I'm telling you. Look at the swing, guys. Ain't that cool? We are having a ball, and I just think it just complements this space so nicely. Yeah. All right, let me just sit here for a minute with you, and we'll swing, and we'll tell read the poem, and you'll get the picture. Oh my God, of course, like I said, the original swing is gone. This is the new one. Okay, guys. Backyard Swing by Maureen Sky. That's me. Writer and storyteller and creative one. That's me. Okay. Now senior citizens with arthritic bones and tired bodies all witnessed the hard work of years gone by. They can't wait to finish their daily chores and responsibilities so they can plunk their bodies into the bright red cushions with tan and green pinstripes that adorn the wooden seats of their backyard swing that has long awaited their return from the cold, bitter winter. The other one, we had cushions. I've got to get some new ones. Just enough room for the two of them. Susie Squeak, alive and well, living in the large metal bolts that attach the swing to its frame, welcomes them as they smile, using their legs to pick up speed while Mother Nature entertains them. 3 raised garden beds, 1 long-standing in-ground flower garden adorned with statues of fairies and bird baths, ceramic bunnies and cats, candle fairy lights, old vintage dishes turned on their sides, maybe a teacup or two, homemade painted gourd birdhouses, hummingbird feeders, and don't forget the whirligigs surround them. Their Walmart special swimming pool rests nearby with the filter humming, bright pink and neon green pool noodles afloat, awaiting a good wave or two to stir things up a bit. Wild rabbits frolic about eating the fresh-cut green grass. Robins stop by to listen and then lurch their beaks into the ground for that fresh worm or scoop up and fly off to their babies waiting nearby in their nests. A pesky red squirrel lets them know he's the boss as he lurches up the big maple tree, going briskly higher and higher. Beautiful red cardinals fly by at eye level, thanking them for keeping their feeders full of their favorite seeds. Wrens provide constant melody as large bumblebees cling to the nearby clover. Chipmunks providing them to giggle or laugh as they scatter under their feet. Early spring bulbs, daffodils, then come the lilacs and iris. Summer will bring Asian pears, chives, basil, tomatoes, and squash. Can't forget to fill the bird bath so the birds can get cool and wash. Then come sunflowers, zinnias, lilies, primroses, coleus, marigolds, and even morning glories. Oh, if only that backyard swing could talk, it would tell the tales of days past with strange and wonderful stories. He, with a lit cigarette when he smoked, to his lips, his lungs taking in a long drag. She, with her nose into a good book, her legs spread horizontal across his lap. The family cat ready to pounce on a mouse in the nearby tall grass. Soon all will be taking a nap. Not a day goes by that they don't stop to take a moment to give thanks to Mother Nature and all its splendor. And they never hesitate to tell all that what happens at their backyard swing stays at the backyard swing. That's it, folks. My subscribers and everybody and anybody new, I hope I've given you enough good content to want to subscribe and come back for more. That's it for today on 147 South Street. I'm gonna go now. I gotta watch the news and hang out with Eddie for the evening on watching our new TV. Life is good, right? I hope it's all good for you. I really do. And thank you all for joining me today. And until we meet again, I certainly hope the universe provides. I truly do. Thank you now. Bye-bye.